Why do the roads go where they do? Excuse me. Why do the roads go where they do? You got to think, why do the roads go where they do? Why would a city even need a bus system? You got to see them when they test their design each and every morning from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. If the traffic don't flow smoothly, you know what it's called? Failed infrastructure. And the traffic got to be controlled and directed properly from 4 to 6 as well, so that the retail businesses can get an access to you and your dollars before you get home. Because it's a system. Racism, the racism got us thinking that the racist, that is that person who actually practices racism, is the only thing that we got to say about ladies from. As if they actually prowling around, driving around. I mean, there are some cop cars in that one. But most of y'all don't even know what RWS stands for. You think our plan, Super King, they really think that our plan is to load up a bunch of guns and go kill white folks to free up. Hilarious. This is a systematic approach to a systemic problem. This is psychological, economics, social issues, all addressed simultaneously. We dealing with the psychological aspects of your educational process by bringing you the journal to your doorstep. We deliver it to your door like newspapers come, because that's the same way that you take in information from your oppressor. We deal with things like the black market. It says, think black. Think black. Then buy black. It's telling you what to do. Think. Then buy black. Because we trying to build an economic operation so that the kids can have something to do once they get done with the training that they're going through, regardless. And we're dealing with social issues right here. It's the community forum for which you can, this is the location to address all of your concerns. It's right here. Ain't nobody else in the town having these types of discussions. That's what we're here for. The social issue aspect. Once again, we're dealing with all of these issues simultaneously. And what we don't see is this, we don't see how racism made us weak early in our history. Then capitalism made us a consumer. It made us food for the market, for everyone to eat. The fact that everyone is eating got folks swearing that they ain't racist. They just capitalists. But I know something about capitalism. And in pure capitalism, there would have already been connections made between the cultures. And tell me that when we was coming out of slavery, when we was the most dynamic labor force in probably the history of Americas, maybe even in the history of humanity. You couldn't do nothing with us then. But it's all about buy low, sell high. That's all right. We definitely are aware of those who are united against us as well. Now, sidebar about capitalism. Capitalism is a never-completing, disparity-dependent, virus-like process. supply and demand are the major factors in this formula, correct? The market is designed to project the stockbroker makes deals based upon the speculation of potential desire or need of a product. For the next 2 months, 6 months, 12 months, you can even go out as far as 10 to 20 years, right? But let me put that in layman's terms for you, because I think I went a little bit too fast. Let me bring it back. In layman's terms, it means that the stock market is based upon how many people will want or desire a thing that they don't have. It's disparity dependent. And it's viral because it creates the exact same outcome. It is the creator of the disparity that it actually feeds on. This means that everybody being okay, everybody having what they need, breaks the system. So we clear. Universal housing, transportation, college education ruins a system that does not enjoy when people have what they need. Which is also the reason why people don't mind using and abusing you. It's the American way. Never be satisfied. Never conceive of a thought or statement that means satisfaction. In short, buy till you die. Maybe I should have named this lecture, "It's not a race, it's responsibility." Racism got black folks up early, running as far as their shoes and pockets will carry them away from anything African. Because they know what the Europeans going to do if they catch them doing stuff African that ain't been permitted. Nowadays, folks ain't even presenting opposition to it. Now they just running towards it, spending their money on the most Jewish thing they can buy. And if their pockets won't necessarily cover the Jewish ticket, well, they will take the shiniest, prettiest, most eloquently spoken European they can. Will they not? Black folks from good families, good parents, they don't even come home. Because they think their family trying to get something out of them. But good old American social psychology got your baby staying without pay for the company. Ask yourself this question. Are you afraid of owing your life to your family? Then ask yourself, are you afraid of a career position with the company? 40 years, same company? Yep. Company thing sounds way better than the family, don't it? And that's how you know that the system is working. That's the reason that we put up the imagery that we put up in social media. It's the reason for the necktie with the new sun. That's called mental slavery. When you prefer mentally the yoke of your oppressor over the independence and freedom of your family, or at least being responsible. See, this ain't what you think it is. This ain't a cakewalk. Why you calling you king, queen, saying you're not doing glory. This is a command. This is a statement. This is a responsibility that we're speaking into their family. Not to the ones who were striving and trying to create art, trying to create thought, trying to create something for their community. You see those? No one even left them an idea of being a part of the structure. They got to go buy into somebody else. All they told them was, be black. You'll figure it out. Now that's a schism byproduct. That's definitely a product of some type of racism, socialism, socialization. That they'll figure it out. That is chaos. We act like the 2 million in prison, the 100 million killed in the Black Holocaust, or the 28-hour gunshot and bullet through a black man alarm ain't here to remind us. It's irresponsible to ignore certain things, black folk. If jail is the consequence for neglecting your black baby, then America is just all out punishing you for neglecting your black families. And we've got to engage in responsibility. We got to transition from race. The European false concept of indirect, accidental, incidental, inconsequential association and false grouping of people of color to divide and conquer and create white supremacy globally. Let me be crystal clear. Race ain't a law of nature. It doesn't require rigorous rebuttal. There are broad and narrow-nosed, pale and mahogany brown people, black people around you daily. Black folks got heads large and small, foreheads long and eyebrows that is touching hairlines. There's a high yellow man, narrow-nosed, who's been in my family longer than me. And if I brought him in front of you, you would break every racial classification you know to call him a black man. Thing about me and that high yellow brother is, we family. If he needs something that he can't take care of, I gotta watch my little cousin suffer. And then I don't have anybody to help me run my business. Now, when they go to the school, the teachers can't get them to listen because they have no natural reason to grasp or take hold of the instruction. Sure, they want to learn at first, but that primary question always shows up right around the 4th grade. And the reason that we keep telling our kids that they got to go to school, that they need to learn something, still the same weak-minded expression we've been hearing for years. Because I told you so. And it's damn shame. Because by then you can spend $1,200 on shoes, another $1,000 probably on clothes, Lord knows what on parties, video games, concerts, any make and model of dumb Disney stuff that they can merchandise. Just think. And what that $5,000 probably could have done. Let me just put that in perspective. Business ownership-wise, that's a business. Could you imagine? That's an office space for a year and a half. Imagine what you could develop in a creative space, a space dedicated to doing business in a year and a half for that child to be a part of. But here's the problem and the solution right next to each other. Families, they don't have no use for the children that they have. And they still don't create them. Yet, these same families rarely, if ever, forget to remind and make a way to show the children their racial identity. In America, use nigger. That's how they talk to you. Or nigger to white folks. But because we love you, nigger, we're going to get you Jordans. Anything Disney put out is yours. In school you want to go to with no clue about how you're going to bring something back to the family, we're going to get you there. Then the parents, then they do the most unimaginable thing you could think of. They work 30, 40, 50, 60 hours a week to make sure that their child can be black as comfortably as possible. Then they just hand the kid right over to the society. The largest investment in the family financial history is going to be the kid or the house. And unless you're real dumb, usually the child investment increases as the house size gets bigger. Hopefully nobody out there dumb trying to buy some big dumb sized house with just you and you. No sense at all. One, if not the largest things you will invest in is your child. And what you do is hand them over without a projected return of any sort on your investment. That was wrong with you, Black Saudi. You're giving away $50,000 keys to McDonald's at $7 an hour. You let them go down to Bloomington, party it up, almost kill themselves on alcohol. You know, people, they keep pets in vans, right? Real pets, they don't even really much care about them. Something bad happens to the cat, to the dog, to a horse. Shoot that horse dead, right in the middle, drop him like bad. But one thing for sure, let the dog show up missing. Watch how fast they putting up signs everywhere, calling the people to track them, device saying, trying to find out where they's at. Your baby got $1,500 worth of shoes, 3 bands worth of braces, a $5,000